concerned that anything that goes away from giving challenged, high concentration of poverty cities like New York additional revenues to be able to deal with those challenges could potentially be trouble. Overall, this budget is a dramatic improvement from what we've seen. Now, obviously, no conversation of the budget should not include some conversation of what this means for two areas. One is the deficit, and the other is taxes. First, about the deficit. The president said it well when he gave his State of the Union address. We can't ignore the fact that these deficits are rising and are now reached record levels. They were not created by this president or this Congress, but it's our responsibility to try to deal with them. But we have to strike a balance between making smart investments and also thinking about ways we have savings for the long term. On the tax front, very briefly, it is a mixed bag for New Yorkers. For most New Yorkers, it is very good news. For example, if you are one of the 940,000 senior citizens over 65 in the city of New York, you're going to get a $250 check. That is going to make up for the fact that there's no cost of living increase this year in Social Security. If you make $250,000 or less, all of the Bush-era tax cuts are going to be continued and made permanent. If you are above, you are going to see some of the Bush-era tax cuts that went by and large to people making over $1 million a year. Those are going to be allowed to expire. We're crunching numbers now on exactly how many New Yorkers fill in those categories, and I'll try to get those to you as soon as we can. But the net is, boy, I'm glad this isn't another Bush-type budget, but there are still some real challenges for New York. And I'll be glad to take any questions, mindful that I haven't had a chance to read the entire document just yet.
I know it's early to be asking this. Is there any sense of how many permanent jobs or temporary construction jobs this budget might create for New York City?
Well, the president basically includes in this budget a building stimulus too, with this $100 million trust fund. A lot of it is going to be contingent upon how we've performed getting the jobs and the projects done in the first group, from what I understand. And also in my conversations from OMB, it's not immediately clear whether the money is going to be distributed the same among the states as the first tranche of money was in the